How we doing, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing my lightning sorceress, and it is a energy shield, Nova, and Discharge Sorc, or sorceress depending on how you say it. I keep getting corrected saying that it's a source. That just sounds weird. I realize it doesn't make sense, but it's a Sorc. Alright, this is my lightning Sorc. Nova ES Discharge. As per usual, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of gameplay here. We'll pop into the chaos. This is not going to be a starting build. This is actually a pretty high level build. Alright, we are back. That last server was super laggy and not the server I meant to be on. There we go. This is a whole lot better. This is going to be a pretty standard ES Sorc. The only difference is we're using the skills of Nova and Discharge. As you can see, we have our Mercenary here running Infinity. I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly here just to kind of showcase what we can do. The annoying part about Chaos and this build in general is going to be that it does use quite a bit of mana. So we do stack mana per kill to try to recover our mana. And our mana is also going to be our life source as well. As you see, we only got 800 life, but we've got almost 2,000 mana. And the other thing I will mention is, while this build is very expensive, I don't even have it all the way max. I actually only have one light skiller right now. So it could be a whole heck of a lot stronger. The Path of Diablo economy is kind of struggling a little bit. A bunch of other games release their stuff and whatnot, and rating is really slowed down, so it's hard to get gear. But yeah, you guys can see, even with the gear that I do have, we kill stuff plenty quick here. You are going to have to pick up mana potions, as you do consume quite a bit. The other annoying thing with doing Chaos in general is these guys with their mana burn. They will eat right through your mana. Pick up these charms and circle it, even though it's F. Go, pop that guy. Discharge is on I believe a 4-second cooldown. It comes back up pretty quick. But you can see it is incredibly strong. And then our Nova is going to be our primary. Oops, come on, there we go. Pop that. Telestomp. And keep on trucking. We just one-shot that elite pack. Like I said, I only have one skiller at the moment, so we could have a potential of like 8 more skill points for free. Without changing any specs in this build at all. Goes him. This build does struggle a little bit with single target DPS. It's not the greatest boss killer ever, but you should die no problem.
Not even death can save you from me.
Alright, and there he goes. Look at all this fat loot. Unbelievable, insane loot here. We'll go to town and also we'll do Frigid just real quick. See, everything just is deleted off the map. Run on down here, delete all this. Absolutely nothing, per usual. And we'll go to Act 1 and kind of go over kind of what we're working with here. So first off, we'll start off with our skill abilities. And for this specific build, I'm going to be running, like I said, Nova Discharge is going to be our main abilities. So we're going to go, starting off, 20 points into Nova, max Nova. 20 points into Discharge, we're going to max that as well. Next, we are going to go to Telekinesis. We're going to max Telekinesis. And then we're going to put all of our prerequisites, so just 1, 1, 1, 1. And finally, we're going to put enough points into Energy Shield until we get to 70% would be ideal here. Looks like I'm actually at 80. Why am I at 80? Did I do my math wrong? Oh, that's next. Okay, yeah, sorry. 70%, 70 to 75, I believe, is the sweet spot for softcore. If you're hardcore, you can go up to 85%. I've only got, like I said, 1 point into this, and I'm at 19 points with just only 1 point, and that gets me about to where I'm at with my memory staff. I'm at 23. and that bumps me up to 70% absorb with 86% efficiency. So that's about where I want to be. That's going to absorb the majority of the damage and keep us alive. Alright. Like I said, everything else is going to be prerequisites. We're going to max Lightning Mastery next. 20 points into that bad boy. Don't forget our Warmth spell, but other than that, no cold. And then everything remainder is going to go into static. So if you follow this exact spec here, I believe at 95 or 96, you'd have static max, and then you can kind of whatever else with whatever your other abilities. If you need to pump a few more into ES, that's fine. Static is going to be your last thing that maxes it. It's only increasing your discharge. But you guys can see with that spec here, we're doing 8,200 damage with our Nova and about 17k discharge. That's really not too bad. There isn't anything in the game that I can't clear. Baal is kind of annoying to clear. All of his minions die super quick, but killing Baal himself, he's got that mana burn, breath, whatever you call it. That's super annoying because then he can just hit your straight life pool and you can't cast. But this build is pretty mana intensive as well. Alright, with that being said, we'll hop over to our stats. We're going to go for 156 strength. That's to use our Monarch Shield. No dexterity. I pumped a few points into vitality just to get me to 800 life. That's where I kind of feel comfortable. I don't know if I pumped 10 or 20 into it. Maybe 30, I don't remember. But just enough to get to 800, and then everything else is going into energy. And the reason for that is, one, for our energy shield, but also part of our discharges. Every 2 points, you see at the bottom there, every 2 points into energy, we receive 1% increased lightning damage. So that's how our discharge is so high. There we go, 17k. You can see our resistances are pretty good. That is one thing with this build struggles with as well. The resistances are kind of hard to max. You see I need 1 point into fire res. I'm not too super worried about it. Anything good? Ooh, 36 ED. 7% cold res. The rest of that's junk. Yeah, the reses are kind of interesting. I'm going to struggle a little bit with my resistances once I get the rest of my lightning skillers. You'll see I'll have to toss that, and I've got 28 poison res. I've got some other small res charms in here, but that's going to be the majority of your inventory is just going to be trying to max your res. Obviously, you're going to want all lightning skillers. Like I said, trading's getting kind of difficult. People aren't trading as much. They're either not playing anymore and just letting gear sit on their accounts or whatever. I will mention if you guys want to donate gear, never know. I am accepting gear donations or currency donations. So keep that in mind, I guess. I won't hold my breath on that one, but it does help me out a ton if you guys can help me out with a little bit of gear so I can keep getting these guides up well after the season is long and dead. And these guides should be good for future seasons as well. Alright, with that being said, we will hop over into my gear. What I'm currently wearing is my one-socketed Shaco. I've got a P Topaz in it. You can see I am at 226 Magic Find. A lot of people actually run a Tier Rune in this for the mana per kill, just to help with a little bit of quality of life, not having to drink so many mana potions. There's also jewels that have mana per kill on them. You can definitely do that as well. If you can get like a mana per kill with an energy bump on it or something, that would be pretty cool. Chest plate, currently using Enigma. Yes, I finally got my Enigma back. I grinded and grinded and grinded to get my If Burr for this guy. Finally got this guy back. I also finally got my Arak back. I bought that for a higher end as well. So, you can rock Enigma here. This is going to be the most expensive option. You can also run like a Chains of Honor. Chains of Honor is going to be great for those resistances. 65 all res, some damage reduction as well. A smidge of Magic Find. I like Enigma for the 86 Magic Find here, based on level. And also the Strength. 64 points to Strength, which helps me wear my Spirit Monarch, which means I can then pump 64 Strength straight into my energy. So 64 additional energy points. So that's why I ended up going with this one. Everything else on here is whatever. It doesn't super matter. 2 all skills obviously is nice. But yeah, Chains of Honor is really good too. You can also rock like a 4-socketed Magi, V-Magi, for more Magic Bind, stuff like that, a little bit cheaper. than the Enigma here. Gloves. Gotta run Frosties. This is basically it. Increase maximum mana by 31%. That's huge. Shield, I already told you guys, rocking the Spirit Monarch. This is a 35. For this specific build, you're really going to want 35 to make sure you hit that 105 breakpoint. There it is. Have to hit 105 with this guy. Must do it. For me to do it, I had to have a 35. Boots. I'm currently running Silkweave. Increase maximum mana 10%, which is great for your mana pool, and then 5 mana after each kill, just for that quality of life. Belt, like I said earlier, running the A-Rack. 20 FCR on this bad boy. 1 all skills, best in slot. It also has increased max mana. Duh, use it. Amulet, still rocking my Maras. 5 all tributes is nice. 2 to all skills, plus 3 would be better. And also 30 res would be better than my 23, but it's what I got. Rocking a BK in the first slot here. A Stone of Jordan with FCR on it would be better. And then my last ring here, this is my 10 FCR quad res ring. Just using this to try to get my resistances maxed out here, and I don't have another BK or a Soj. So if you had a BK or a Soj, you could probably use that. You'd have to make up that 10% FCR probably in your amulet. So you just kind of gotta play around with what you have and make sure you hit that 105. Alright, and that's basically it. We'll check out the Mercenary here. Close that. Normal stuff, my Talon Mask with increased attack speed in it, Shaft Stop with increased attack speed in it, hit that max breakpoint, and then Infinity is going to be required for this build as you are a pure Lightning Sorceress, Sorc, Source, whatever. Infinity, gotta have it to deal with those lightning immunes, and you won't break every lightning immune, but you do break the majority of them. I believe the lightning immune that are also lightning enchanted you will not break, so occasionally you'll run into chaos, and but your Mercenary does more than enough damage here to crush that guy. So you just wait a few seconds and he will kill him. Inventory, like I said earlier, I've got a lot of mana charms. I've got some lifers, resistance charms just to make up that. I've got quite a few magic find charms, lightning skillers. Ideally, you're going to want to just slam this guy out with lightning skillers, get your Geeds, get a source torch, and I bought a Unid Annie for 1.5 high rune. I've spent a low rune on this Unid, rolled it, and it couldn't have been worse. It could have been worse, but not by much. So I kind of lost the bet on that one. A low rune, you could buy a pretty decent mid to high Annie for a low rune. I lost that gamble. But yeah, that's it for this build, guys. Let's, what should we do? I'm taking to a map really quick. See if we got a T1. And we'll throw a T1 in here. And we're oh, I almost forgot. On the swap, use a memory. This gives you this is a +9 memory. You can buy the staff itself for like an OOC and Ook, or 2. You're going to want to have a 3 base energy shield on it. That's the only requirement. You can take it to the socket quest to Warzik and get 4 sockets, and then it's Lum Yo Sol F. Super cheap, and it gives you +9 energy shield. So yeah, totally awesome. Use that. And then that's our pre-buff weapon. Alright, we're going to hop in here really quick, and basically with T1s, I just kind of teleport around the outside till I find the middle. And don't die right away, that's the pro tip. You can definitely clear stuff in here, not a problem. So desire. T1s aren't super really worth it. Main thing in here, you do got to keep your Mercenary alive, so if he's getting stuck or destroyed, just teleport on him. As you can see, this stuff goes down super easy. Mana, keep an eye on that to make sure your mana stays high so you're not taking too much damage. Like this. Don't want to take too much damage. Get rid of that guy really quick. Oh my god, look at that right there. Now this lady in here with the bow is kind of annoying. She will burst down your Mercenary relatively quickly. Relatively quickly. But just keep an eye on his health, pot him up if you need to. I like to clear all the ads first. Ooh, an amulet. Nice. As you can see, we're taking quite a bit of damage just because we're struggling to keep our mana up here. a lot of champions right here. Let's get rid of these guys first. There we go. Like I said, clear all the ads first, and then you can kind of focus on her. You also have amp damage, which isn't great. If you can get her in a corner and get her to attack you and not your mercenary, it'll go a lot better. Alright, and there she goes! Hey, we got a T2 for once. Alright, but that's it. You guys can see that went fairly quickly. Not too dangerous. You can go out here and clear some more crap if you want. But yeah, super strong in maps. Just because of that infinity, you can basically break anything. As you can see, we are already out of mana potions. So I do recommend either picking them up as you go or bringing quite a bit with you. What I did here. Mana per kill is going to help you out immensely. Get those tier runes or the jewels in your head if you want. That little bit of magic find you're going to be losing is going to be worth it for your quality of life. And you got to keep in mind, the magic find doesn't work when you're in town buying potions. The longer you can stay in maps, the more efficiently you can play the maps, the better you're going to do overall. Screw around here a little bit longer. That was a terrible discharge. Mana potion. Mana burned again. Yeah, you can see this build is incredibly strong. Like I said, it is a little bit expensive, but it is a heck of a lot of fun to play. I think this is the most fun out of all the builds I've had to play this season. Not had to play, but all the builds I chose to play this season. I wasn't forced to do it by any means. But it is a heck of a lot of fun. +3 tornado. And then these maps are super great experience as well. Let's heal up our mercenary here before he dies. Another Grand Charm. Mag that bad boy up.
Not enough mana.
Got mana burn again, which is super annoying. Definitely focus those ghosts because there's nothing worse than mana burn. That mana burn will eat 2-3 pods by itself while you're casting. Yeah, as you guys can see, this build just absolutely crushes everything. Probably one of the strongest builds that I've played as well. The only thing that kind of compares is going to be the Fist of the Heaven build, which I'm actually going to... Probably right after I edit this video and get it up, I'm going to start working on that build. I finally have the gear I need for it, as in this Enigma and this Arak belt again. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, I told you that I actually lost those on the ground due to a X-furring incident. So I finally acquired the currency to get those back. And we are rolling again, so I'll be able to get a video up on that build. I also have a Freezing Pulse Sorceress build that I got coming up. Show you guys how that build looks. I think this build's actually a little bit stronger, as you're not really dealing with immunes. But they're both very fun to play. Alright, grab these mana pots here. And we're gonna make our way back down. I would recommend using your Discharge strategically. It does use a ton of mana, as well as it is, like I said, it's on a cooldown, so you kind of want to plan your... Oop, we just lost our Mercenary. Oh, look at that, we got another relic. Awesome. I guess we will call it right here once we kill these last couple guys, since we lost our Mercenary. And we will head back to town here. That's going to be basically it for this build, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my videos. I appreciate it immensely. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. Look at that. Mana per kill jewel right there. That's what you want to put in your helmet. You get 2 of these bad boys. You can also run like an Aussie as well. 3-socketed Aussie. I didn't mention that before. I don't know if I even mentioned my weapon before. Yeah, Heart of the Oak weapon. I'm bad at my job, guys. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Stick around a little bit for my next video, the foe build, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
On my way through the night, please give me some more time. I can